When people think of going to Cancun, they probably think of the well-known Cancun hotel zone, which has lots of hotels and resorts in that area. It's kind of commercialized. If you step outside the resort, there are lots of places to go. If you want to just enjoy yourself and take a look around and explore, like shopping malls, shops, restaurants, bars, etc. But truthfully, if you're thinking about going to Cancun or the areas that are near Cancun, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be confined to that Cancun hotel zone, even though there is lots of space there and lots of resorts there. You might have also heard of areas like Puerto Morelos, Acumal, Playa del Carmen, and these are areas that are not very far from the airport. Well, maybe Acumal could be an hour and a half drive. Maybe some areas of Playa del Carmen could be a 40-minute drive from the airport. However, I just wanted to make this video just to let you know that there are resorts that are near Cancun, but they're not necessarily in the Cancun hotel zone. Of course, it depends if location's important and you want to be next to near a shopping mall or certain restaurants or just some kind of nightlife, etc. Maybe the Cancun hotel zone would be more for you. But if you just want to stay in the resort like I do, there are many resorts that are in areas that are near Cancun. And one resort we're going to talk about today is called Excellence Riviera Cancun, which is an adults-only resort located in the area of Puerto Morelos, which is, again, it's not too far from the airport. This particular area, it's considered part of Riviera Maya. There are several resorts in Puerto Morelos, one of which is this resort I'm going to talk about. It's, in my opinion, this is a good adults-only resort, but keep in mind that everything I'm going to say in this video is just my own opinion, and we did visit this resort last in 2019, so obviously a lot has happened since then, so I just want you to keep in mind as a disclaimer that this is all my opinion, and the last time we visited this resort was in mid-2019. And of course things can change, especially considering everything that's been happening. So anyways, I did really like this resort. I've been there twice, Excellence Riviera Cancun, not in the Cancun hotel zone, but about a 30-minute drive in the area of Puerto Morelos, which is which is considered part of Riviera Maya, and again, not too far from the airport. One thing they did was the staff, I just really liked the staff, and they also had at breakfast, sometimes I think maybe once a week or every few days, they would give people surveys to fill out at the breakfast buffet, just actually asking about their dining experience at the buffet and various restaurants, if they've been to them. And they would basically use that feedback, and if someone gave negative feedback, they would ask that person about it and just to make sure everything's okay and how they can improve. So it really goes to show you that even though I thought they were already a very good resort, they were always trying to improve and asking for feedback from their guests to try to see what they can do to always improve their service. So that's really, really good when you see a resort that's already doing a good job. They're trying to constantly improve. And maybe that's why they're doing a good job in the first place. Again, this is all my opinion. So I did like the staff. I think they were extremely hardworking and very attentive to details. So one thing about this resort, which you can see why maybe some people like to go to areas like Puerto Morelos, Playa del Carmen, is that a lot of these resorts have larger territories. There's not much space in the Cancun hotel zone to build new resorts, and not really a lot of space in those existing resorts. Some resorts just don't have a large territory, and there's not much space for expansion if they wanted to buy some more land. They really can't. There's just not that much new land available for purchase, probably, in the Cancun hotel zone. So this resort, Excellence Riviera Cancun, has a huge territory with lots of greenery, and I cannot understate this. I'm someone who really just enjoys taking walks, feeling like I'm in the middle of nature, just breathing the fresh air and just relaxing. And really, if you want to take a lot of walks just around this territory, this is really a good place to be, because you're surrounded by trees, you're surrounded by pools, and it's a really huge piece of land. And speaking of pools, there are a couple of lazy rivers which actually have a current, so they are genuine lazy rivers. They can take you around and around and around if you just walk around in those circles, or you can just lie on some kind of flotation device. So there is a current kind of moving people around that lazy river. Very cool. Large pools and lots of pools. I think one pool is confined is for the club members only, but that might only be one pool. The rest are for anyone to use, even if you're not in the club. Excellence Club, I think it's called. So lots of pools, large territory for walking around. That part is subjective. The part that is, I mean, that part is objective. The subjective part is, of course, when I say that I did like the food, I did like the staff, I did like the overall experience. That's totally subjective. So this is not really a recommendation, or I'm not saying you have to go there, but if you've never heard of it and you're considering an adults only resort that is not necessarily in the Cancun hotel zone, maybe think about Puerto Morelos to go to Excellence Riviera Cancun. Totally up to you. Always do your research. Again, we went here in 2019. Maybe things have changed since then. So anyways, this is just a resort that maybe not everyone has heard about, but I'm sure that some people have. They have a lot of repeat guests, and I hope to go back there eventually. If you're seeing the footage right now on the screen, it's just some clips that we captured in 2018 and 2019. And yeah, I mean, it really does, in my opinion, look as good as it does in real life as it does in the videos. I mean, strictly in terms of getting exercise, you can just walk around. They also had activities like tennis. Of course, I don't know if some of the activities have disappeared considering everything that's happened since March of 2020. But what I can say that hasn't changed is probably the size of the territory, the size of the pools, and that's pretty much it. Excellent Riviera Cancun. It just goes to show you that you don't have to be in the Cancun hotel zone if you want to go to Cancun, because there are other areas near Cancun which are in Riviera Maya, which has lots and lots of resorts. There's some cities in Riviera Maya: Playa del Carmen, Akumal, Puerto Morelos. Akumal is farther, but Playa del Carmen, Puerto Morelos, not very far from the airport, and not bad to consider if you're going on your favorite booking site and you're just looking at places, resorts to stay at. You can try Puerto Morelos or Playa del Carmen in addition to Cancun. Also, Playa Mujeres has a lot of great resorts, I've heard. So yeah, I don't know how you do your searches on your booking site, but if you feel like there's not a huge selection, not a lot of resorts with a huge territory and lots of space for walking around, I would maybe see if you've been searching only for the Cancun hotel zone. So just kind of be aware of that. And also there's other forums, Facebook groups you can join for those resorts. So just keep an open mind. I mean, Cancun doesn't only mean the hotel zone, even though the hotel zone is very large and there's lots of resorts for everyone. Can also mean areas that are in Riviera Maya, which hopefully are not too far of a drive from the airport. So this was just a quick video to talk about this one resort and just to show you some clips that we created. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice day.